beautiful people of the world, it's your girl AReid, and if you're tuning in today, it's because you want to know how to achieve this look. For starters, you already know I have to say thank you for those of you who are joining, whether this is your first time watching or you've been around your girl's page before. I have to say welcome. Of course, if you haven't, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So to achieve this look, I used two types of hair. I used my favorite Cuban twist hair, 16 inches. And then to actually wrap the hair, I know a lot of people was using that Lulu, I forget what's the full name of it, but that Lulu hair, or they was using free tress hair. But for me, my natural hair is very, very coily. Some people might call that 4C hair. And when I'm doing any type of faux lock look, I need something that's going to match closest to my natural hair texture. So for that, I decided to use a hair that I used in the past, which is the Expressions Twisted Up Springy hair. And I'll show you what that looks like. And this is the 3 times pack that I use for this length and the amount of locks that I have in my hair. I'm gonna recommend that you use 3 packs of the Cuban twist hair and 2 packs of the twisted up hair. Now for me, I only brought 2 packs of the Cuban twist hair and I ended up running out. So I had to revert back to some older Cuban twist hair that I had that I used for my ponytails in previous videos. I'm also going to show you how to add these shells to your hair. I think it just makes for a more, I don't know, like Gaza look, you know? I think it makes the look more Gaza-like, and I don't know, I like it. So let's just jump right in. This is how it looks down, and you know I left one out. So I do want to note that before I even started my hair, I definitely pre-sectioned my hair, and what I did was I did a little bit of a braid at the base and then twisted the rest down. In total, I had 44 butterfly locks. So I am installing my final butterfly lock, and you're gonna grab your Cuban twist hair. For me, because I like the locks in the front to be a little bit shorter, I'm just going to make sure that I tailor it according to the length that I want. And you're going to anchor your Cuban hair twist. What I'm showing you today is just one way of achieving this look. Yes, you could do crochet. Yes, you can braid your faux lock hair into your hair. That's fine. Whichever one works best for you. For me, it was just easier for me to pre-section my hair like this after the shampoo, give it a day to air dry naturally, and then I go in and I'll begin the style. So you're gonna take your faux lock and braid it. Gonna braid it. You want this to be secure. You definitely want this to be secure. And you'll braid as far down as your hair goes. That is nice and secure. Then you'll take your twisted up hair, and this is what one section will look like. What I love about this hair is that it already has so much fluff to it, which aids in that distressed butterfly lock look. So you really don't have to do much. As I mentioned, this is one pre-section for the twisted up hair. For me, I divided this section up in 3 because I didn't want my hair to be heavy. I just wanted it to be as light as possible. So before I sectioned off this hair, you already know, I like to just separate those ends. And you want to make sure that you're doing it with integrity because you don't want to lose hair, okay? So we're going to do that to both ends. Do that to both ends. And now I'm going to just eyeball it. I'm going to pull out 1/3. So for me, what I see here, this looks like about 1/3. I'm just going to pull that apart. I like to fluff it out, stretch it out. And now we are going to get the wrapping. So you're going to take the braid, hold it, and you're gonna begin to wrap. Now you don't want this to be too tight. I like things to be secure, but I don't need it to be too tight because I'm not trying to get a headache. And when you're wrapping it, you want to make sure that the base is being taken care of. So there's 2 ways that you can achieve the butterfly lock look. The first one is where you would put your thumb in between the hair and then you would wrap around your thumb. When you wrap, you want to make sure you go above it just to lock it in, and you can wrap it like twice and then slide your finger out and work your way on down. Now I'll show you this a few more times. As you begin to wrap, I'll show you the second technique, which is where you would just literally wrap the hair around your thumb and make sure you wrap above it to lock it in and slide your finger out and continue on wrapping down. Now you can add as many loops as you would like. The more distressed you want the look to be, the more loops I would encourage you. So as you saw there, I simply, again, placed my thumb in between the wrapping hair and I wrapped above it and then just worked my way on down. We're gonna do one more loop, and you see, again, I wrapped above my thumb, slid the thumb out, and continue wrapping. So now I'm going to show you how to add the seashell to my hair. So this is the second strand of the twisted up hair, and I'm going to wrap it a few times before I go ahead and add the shell, because you want to make sure everything is being secured. So you're going to take a little section, nothing too big, just a nice thin section, and we are going to grab our twine. Now this comes with every pack of hair that you purchase, so we're going to utilize what we have. So you're going to take your thin section of hair and you're gonna place it in the center of the twine. I'm gonna call this my twine tool. Make sure it's in there, secure. You're gonna smooth out both sides, and you see, you wanna make sure you have some good tension on this. This is all about control. See that? Very good control. This is the shell. This is the back of the shell, and that's the front of the shell. We want the front of the shell to show, so we are going to insert the twine tool through the back, and I'll show you what that looked like here. Now this twine tool is great because it just fits and it could just slither into that shell, which is great. And then you're gonna slide it to the base, and boom. There you go, it's already in place. So then what you'll do is you'll grab the remainder of the wrapping hair Make sure that the seashell is to the faux lock, and you'll continue to wrap, making sure that it is secure. You'll wrap it a few more times, and then of course you'll proceed with your butterfly loops, where you would take again your thumb and this time you see that I split it. Now the reason why I split it this time is because I wanted to have a thinner loop. When you want the loops to be thinner, I would of course encourage you to wrap the hair around your whole finger. So you'll see more examples of that as I complete this butterfly lock. But again, we are just going to continue wrapping on down until I feel fit to add another loop. And we'll just keep on wrapping. And you see, you want to make sure that's nice and secure, nice and secure. Work your way on and down. Wrap, wrap, wrap. And then another loop. Slide that finger out and just keep on wrapping. This style is very, very simple. It doesn't have to be perfect. Even when it looks too messy or not cute, when all the butterfly locks are together, it looks so beautiful and it makes for a natural look. So I'm going to take this opportunity to add another shell at the bottom because I want there to be a shell that sits at the bottom of the lock. So I'm just going to take another small strand of hair, my handy dandy twine tool, place the hair in between the twine tool, and again I'm going to grab my shell and you can see here, that's the front, that's the back. And we're going to insert the twine tool through the back. And that's a nice big loop. So we're going to insert that right there. Very good. And just pull it on through. Make sure it's at the base. Grab the remaining of the wrapping hair. Now because this is the end of the lock, I want to fold that little bit of hair and start to begin wrapping up, making sure that the making sure that the shell is nice and secure. And you just keep wrapping up. And there's no glue needed in this process. This hair works fine when it comes to wrapping until you cannot wrap anymore. It's nice and secured because it has tethered ends. And there you go. This is the final look. And you can see there, those shells look so cute. And there you have it. This is the butterfly lock look with the shells. So as you saw, that is just one way of how you can achieve this butterfly lock look. Overall, I'm really enjoying this style. Like I said, it's flexible, it's lightweight. I still have access to my scalp, which I love. I don't perceive me having any issues when it's time to shampoo. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna keep this look in. However, I do know that it's a style that I will try again. Whenever I try a style for the first time, I'm always like, all right, I'm gonna just stick to my natural hair color, stick to a length that I know I'm comfortable with. But because I really do like this style, I know that I'm gonna try it with a different color at some point and maybe even explore different lengths. So I'm really excited about that. But overall, I hope that this tutorial was helpful to you, because like I said, I know a lot of people was using the Lulu hair to wrap, and as interested as I was in this style, I just didn't feel comfortable using such a soft textured hair that didn't complement my natural hair texture, which, like I said, is super duper coily. So if you have very coily hair, 4C hair, you're concerned about your butterfly twist not looking as natural, I'm definitely going to recommend using the twisted up hair. And you know, of course, I'm gonna inspire you to get creative with it. I hope that y'all enjoyed my little resourceful tool to add these shells. Anything that's gonna save you $1, I'm definitely going to share that with you. So, like I said, this is what I did. I don't have the bead feeder tool on hand at the moment. That's something that you could have also used, but I think this worked just fine for me, and I'm gonna encourage you to try it. It's a pretty straightforward technique, and I'm sure that you can do it. So again, I hope this video was helpful to you all, and if you have any concerns, questions, thoughts, feel free to drop it down in the comment below. Like this video, share it, and of course, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Deuce, y'all.